So before coming to school here in Pullman, I really hadn't been to church since probably I was about 5 years old, 6 years old. To be honest, I hadn't really given any of it a second thought. I mean, I'd always believed that there was a God. It's not like I could feel that there was a God, but I couldn't explain it any other way. So I just hadn't given Jesus or Christianity or anything like that a second thought. It's like I didn't care, which was ridiculous because the fact is it would have solved a lot of the issues that were going on in my life at that point. So I came to school here in Pullman and I kind of got into some bad stuff. I decided to go out and party and do the whole drinking thing, which was not the best idea looking back. So I have this good friend though, her name's Laurel Graves, and she invited me to Village some Wednesday, and I like meeting new people, so I decided to go. She didn't actually tell me what it was, but I ended up, I hung out with guys like Levi and Josiah, and it was a lot of fun. And then we started talking about this Jesus guy, and I had no clue who he was. And they all just had this certain reverence for him that I didn't understand, and just the love that they showed for Jesus was, I thought it was crazy at that point. It's like, I knew, like, Jesus, sure, he died on the cross, sure, he was raised from the dead. That's my full knowledge of him at this point. After that, the next Sunday, I decided to go to Resonate because I loved all the people that I had Village with already. They're just really cool. And to be honest, it was the first time I'd gone to church since I was like 5 years old, and I went hungover, which was pretty embarrassing to say the least. I felt pretty bad about it. And I talked afterwards, after the service, I talked to this guy, Drew Worsham, you probably know him, and he talked and he decided we should go get lunch sometime, and we did, and he told me the gospel and about how Jesus was God in human flesh and came down and was tortured and brutally murdered on the cross to like die for our sins. It's like, well, we worked against God. He sent himself down, his only son down, to save us, which is beautiful. It's amazing. I can't even fathom that kind of love. And at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But somehow, a part of me, it like woke up and I was just believing. I don't know, it's like, I think at that point, I started like attempting to walk with Christ. Although I don't think I was ready. I didn't know enough. I didn't think I was ready to give my entire life to him. So over the course of the entire semester, I just was hanging out with guys like Josiah and Drew and David and Levi, and they just kept giving me more and more knowledge, and as I learned more, the more I just started to fall in love with Jesus. So I sent Drew a text and was like, hey man, I gotta talk to you about something. So we met up in the Cub on December 16th, day that I'm always gonna remember. We sat down at the table and I looked at him and I said, I'm ready to follow Jesus. Drew gave me the chance to pray in front of somebody for the first time, and I just asked God for forgiveness for my self-centeredness, for my sinful lifestyle that I've lived and that I will still live. And then I asked for the ability just to walk with Jesus for the entire duration of my life. My name is James Clark, and I've decided to follow Jesus.